Again denied he tried to influence two constitutional court justices in a case involving former President Jacob Zuma in 2008. Hlophe has been testifying at the Judicial Conduct Tribunal in Kempton Park, east of Johannesburg. He's accused of trying to influence Justices Bess, Nkabinde and Jafta when he met them individually 12 years ago. For more on this, we are going to bring in our reporter who has been following the story, Nosipho Mncube. Very good morning to you, Nosipho. Just a recap of what has been happening on Monday and Tuesday when the tribunal got underway.
Good morning to you, Desiree, as well as our viewers. Just for a recap on what's been happening since Monday and Tuesday, as you have already mentioned, the Judge President, Western Cape Judge President John Hlophe, appearing before the Judicial Conduct Tribunal with his representation, as well as the justices who lodged that complaint against him over 12 years ago in that Zuma tint case that was before the Constitutional Court in 2008. Let's start off with what happened on Monday. We saw in language expert, Professor Matendra on the stand, just detailing to the tribunal as to how he reached his conclusions with regard to determining whether or not the Judge President was trying to influence the Justice Christopher Jafta by uttering the words that were thrown around all day on Monday, which is Sithembele Kunina. So he wrote a whole report in which his conclusion then saw that he was saying that by no means was he trying to influence the judges by saying those words. In actual fact, he was just trying to instill faith in the justice system by saying those words to Justice Christopher Jafta. On Tuesday, we saw Justice Christopher Jafta as well as Justice Bess Nkabinde before the tribunal, as we know that those are the two justices who were involved with the matter with regard to them lodging their complaint against the Judge President John Hlophe about him trying to influence them on that Zuma case. First on the stand was Justice Christopher Jafta, who was telling the tribunal, detailing their conversation between himself as well as the President Judge, telling us that that was actually not the first of its kind. That conversation was not the first of its kind. They've had a long-standing friendship for over 30 years. So he frequently visited the Court chambers where he would discuss some legal matters that are going on in court with Christopher Jafta. He also told the tribunal that he had no intention or was not even trying to lodge that complaint against the justice. He felt, the judge rather, he felt as though that conversation did not warrant a complaint to be lodged against him. But after having a conversation with other justices, as well as Justice Bess Nkabinde, that's when they decided as a unit that they would be lodging that complaint with the JSC. Next on the stand was Justice Bess Nkabinde, who also detailed the conversation that she had with both Justice Jafta as well as the Judge President John Hlophe, telling us the conversation that she had first with Christopher Jafta, where he warned her of the possibility that President Judge Hlophe might bring up the Zuma case. So when he did bring it up, according to Justice Bess Nkabinde, on the day that they met, which was about 2 days after he had spoken to Justice Christopher Jafta, she says there that she actually snapped at him and she told him that she would not be having this conversation with him due to the fact that he was not sitting on the case, and that she felt that it was inappropriate for them to be having that conversation. Next on the stand, following the two justices, was then the man who is facing these complaints, and that is the President Judge John Hlophe, who again maintained that he did not see anything improper with having a conversation with both the justices, saying that it's not the first time that legal practitioners have these conversations on ongoing or pending cases in the court, so that he was also saying that he did not breach any of the ethics when discussing the matter with both justices. So we've also heard, all the parties involved in this matter being cross-examined by legal representation. So with expectations today, we'll be hearing the closing arguments from all legal representations representing both Justice Nkabinde and Justice Jafta, as well as the remaining justices, as well as those that are representing the President Judge John Hlophe. Those closing arguments, we expect to hear them at around 10 a.m. this morning in Kempton Park.
As you said, we know Judge Hlophe has firmly denied the allegations. What more can we expect from him today?
With regard to expectations from him, Desiree, I cannot really confirm from our understanding what took place on the last time they met in Kempton Park. That was the end of the cross-examinations. So we're not too sure if he will be taking the stand once again today. All we can confirm is that they will be having their closing arguments. That is the legal representatives having their closing arguments today.
So we'll be following those proceedings as they happen. Thank you so much for bringing us up to speed, Nosipho Mncube.